Importing media into your Premiere project is really super easy. There's several ways you can do it. You can go to File, Import, or you can press Command or Control I, and that will take you to a browser like this. Or you can simply just double click on your project bin where all your clips and files, any audio files, photos, anything you're using will be. So if you double click on that, the same browser window opens up. Or a very easy way to do it is in the project panel, you'll see there's tabs. And here I can't see them all, but if I click here, I can see some more. Or you can just drag over and see some more. The one I want to talk about is Media Browser. So I'm going to click Media Browser. And when you click Media Browser, what you end up seeing is your basically local drives and network drives and the Creative Cloud. So what I want to do is my footage is in a folder on my hard drive, and so I'm just going to double click on that. And you have to know how your platform organizes your files. This is a Mac. So in Mac, I know that I have to go to Users and then My Login, which is right there. And then there's my files. And the files I want are on the desktop. And they are in a file called Editing Assignment. And there we are. So these are already on my computer, somewhat organized. There's a folder that has interview files on it, and then I can go back up by, oops, that's the order. I can go back that way. And then there's a bunch of other files. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to take all the files, but what I'll do is, actually I won't take all the files. So I'm going to say select all, and then with some or all of them selected, you can decide which ones you want. If you right click on it, you'll see that an import button or option shows up in this pop-up little window, and click that, and it's going to import all those files into your project. And we jumped ahead, so the files are almost all imported. And there you go. Now you see all those files that were in the Media Browser tab, showing what's on my computer, are now in the Project tab of the Project panel. So they're all still selected, so I'm going to unclick and select them. And you can see now that that folder that was on my computer and the way it was organized, the files that were in that, has been maintained. So if you build your file structure outside on your computer the way that you want it to be organized in here, it will save you a lot of time. It's sort of a cramped little space, and if you already have it pre-sorted into folders, it helps. Now that doesn't mean you can't do it in here. In Premiere, these folders are called bins, B-I-N, and so you can create a new bin right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new bin because there's some a bunch of pre-production videos in here. This is the poolside, the making of a poolside, which is a band music video. So there's some pre-production videos that they made while they were planning this music video, and then some production videos. So I'm going to make a couple of bins. I'm going to make a pre-production bin, and I'm going to make another bin and call it production while they were actually making it. It's a little confusing because I know we talk about pre-production and production and video production, but that's what they were doing here. It's the showing of the development of a music video. So now to put my files in there, I'm just going to go down and select all the pre files. that are labeled pre, and I'm going to throw them in the pre-production folder. And now they're in there. You see they jumped forward. So if I close that, now they're in the pre-production folder, and the same with these production files. What that does is I now have a really nice, tight little organization, and I can find what I want.